Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Indian School of Physics. Guys, this is Nitin here, and today I've come up with a very amazing problem, and it's extreme conceptual friction. So guys, this video is brought to you by Indian School of Physics and Unacademy together, and name of this problem is a unique friction challenge. My current courses on Unacademy are INPHO Foundation for JEE Advanced 2023, and it started on Feb 9th. So currently basic mathematics is going on in this batch. It is one of its kind and very unique course in whole of India. So guys, those who are interested in Olympiad preparation, please let them know about this particular course, and trust me, it is one of its kind. And advanced problem solving for JEE Advanced 2021, it starts on March 1st week. I didn't put the date. The reason is it can be any of the dates, like 1st March, 2nd March or 3rd March. And it will be a very unique problem solving course, and especially for JEE Advanced 2021. So those who have attended last year's advanced problem solving course, they can understand the overall depth and the course coverage of this particular course. So it was a very popular course of Unacademy. So next is advanced course on electrostatics for JEE 2022 has started on 17th February, and my new coming course on electrostatics, again it is for JEE 2022, and it will be in English for as most of the students of South, they were struggling with the Hindi classes, so they requested me to start a course on English also. So this is the course for these students. And guys, you can try to access my theory courses, which are of advanced plus level for boosting your JEE preparation, and these are very unique and in-depth courses, and probably one of the best courses available in Unacademy, and they are unparalleled. You can compare with any of the existing courses anywhere in India. And you can unlock the courses on Unacademy using my code Nitin sir, whether it is a test series or it is a free classes, free courses. You can use this code whenever it is asking for some invite code or passcode. And for more information, you can visit www.unacademy.com. And guys, trust me, physics will never be the same again. So here is the statement of this problem. 3 blocks are placed on top of each other in uniform gravity. Mass of each block and friction coefficient K at each surface is given. A constant force F0 is applied on the lower block as shown in the figure. Find the friction at each surface and acceleration of each block. So this is a original problem, guys. So here you can see in the lower block I'm applying a force of 48 Newton, and these are the friction coefficient. So let's discuss the concept part and the solution of it. So the very first step in any friction problem we are going to do is we are going to calculate maximum value of friction at each surface. I'm calling these friction forces as F1, F2 and F3, and here these are the friction coefficients. So you can see F1 max is corresponding to mu into n of this surface, which is 0.3 into 1g, 3 Newton. Similarly F2 max and corresponding this normal reaction, which is 3g, 0.2 into 3g, it is going to be 6 Newton, and F3 max, it is going to be 0.2 into this normal reaction, which is 6g, and overall friction value is 3 Newton, 6 Newton and 12 Newton at 3 surfaces. Now the next step, which is step number 1, after calculating the maximum friction value, we will start with assumptions, that is for surface 1, surface 2 and surface 3, everywhere friction is static, and we will see as long as frictions are lying in this range, our assumptions are right, and that will lead us to the correct answer. But if any of the friction is changing its value or exceeding its maximum value, we will say such cases are not possible, and we will be converting those frictions into static frictions into kinetic. So first step is assume all 3 friction forces F1, F2, F3 all are static. In this situation, this is static, no slipping here, this is static, no slipping here, this static, no slipping here. So here you can say, since ground and 3 kg are static friction, that means entire system will be at rest. And if all blocks are at rest, then we can balance the forces. Directly we can get friction on 1 kg and 2 kg. Directly I can get 0 because top blocks can move only because of friction. So I am getting here this third friction force, this F3. It must be balancing the force here, which comes as 48 Newton, and we know the maximum allowed value is 12 Newton. So 48 Newton is not possible. So not possible means we will convert this friction into kinetic. That means at least lower block is going to move in this problem. So my next assumption will be F1, F2 are static and F3 is going to be kinetic, and a very unique phenomena will occur. We will see the friction exceeds the limit at two surfaces together. Now whenever such situation comes, we have to be extremely careful. We will not convert both the friction into kinetic at the same time. We need to verify that which friction reaches its maximum value first. So I hope guys you are able to follow this procedure, that F3 has exceeded the limit, we convert it into kinetic and remaining two are static. Let's verify this. So if this is the situation, then slipping is occurring at the lower surface, but all other block there is no slipping, means this entire system is moving together with a common acceleration. This is what I have written here. All blocks are moving together, and if all blocks are moving together, you can treat this system as one single block. So force 40 and friction here is 12. So 48 minus 12 is equal to 6a. That is going to be the common acceleration a here. So if I do that, I get a as 6 meter per second square. Let's assume, let's calculate the value of friction F1 and F2 under this assumption. Now if you see 1 kg block, it can move only because of friction. So here you can see the 1 kg block is moving right side with 6 meter per second square. So the force which is carrying this is F1. So I am getting F1 is equal to 6 Newton mass into acceleration. If I do, clearly it is not possible because maximum value of friction here is 3 Newton, and for the next surface it is 6 Newton. So let's verify for the next surface also. Now 1 kg and 2 kg I can take together, and since no slipping is here, the static friction we can treat them as one single block, because that is the main assumption for us. And under this assumption, when I solve this, I can say F2 is equal to 3 into A. That gives me 18 Newton. The maximum value of friction here is 6 Newton. I am getting 18 Newton. So you can see F1, F2 at both the places friction is exceeding its limit. So together, now whenever such situations comes where on multiple surfaces friction is exceeding its limit, so you need to be very, very careful. We will not convert these frictions into kinetic together. So instead of what we are going to do is, this is the most crucial step of this problem. So note also I have given here. You can see when friction exceeds at multiple surfaces simultaneously, then verify at which place friction exceeds first. So out of this F1, F2, we need to figure out for what value of forces F1 becomes kinetic, and for what value of force F2 becomes kinetic. And out of these two, whichever will reach its maximum value first, that will be the crucial step, or it will decide how the system will behave further. So now let's verify this. Let's find out the external force F0 for which F1 and F2 will exceed the limit. So I'm removing this force of 48 Newton. Instead of that, I'm applying a force of F. Now I'll try to calculate for what value of F slipping starts between 1 kg and 2 kg, and slipping starts between 2 kg and 3 kg. This will be the next step before converting them into kinetic. So now you can see here, I'm assuming again static, and this is kinetic. So my new acceleration here in terms of this unknown force F is going to be F minus 12 by 6, because still they are moving together. Now for slipping of 1 kg, you can see here for slipping of 1 kg, this is the FBD. 1 kg is moving because of F1. So F1 is equal to mass into acceleration. Just substitute the value of acceleration here, which is F minus 12 by 6, and that is equal to its maximum value. So when I'm solving it, I am getting whenever force of 30 Newton is applied, sliding occurs at between 1 kg and 2 kg. Similarly, for slipping off 2 kg first, I can take them together. This is one single block, and this acceleration is A, and they are moving because of F2. So now this F2 is equal to mass into acceleration, 3 into A. So 3 into A is F minus 12 by 6. When I substitute the value of F2 max, which is 6 Newton, and simplify, I am getting this F is equal to 24 Newton. So you can see here the first F2 will reach its maximum value. F2 will reach its maximum value for 24 Newton, and this will reach its maximum value for 30 Newton. So definitely when this force is applied, it's like 48 Newton in a very short period of time. So force will increase like this, and it becomes constant at 48. But at 24 itself, this will start sliding. That's the most crucial part of friction problems, which neither the textbooks or nor in the classroom discussion such kind of problems you will see. So they are extremely conceptual problems, especially from the topic of static friction. So I hope guys this will be clear to you that for 24 Newton sliding occurs at F2. So now my next case for verification will be F1 is static friction, F2 is kinetic, and F3 is kinetic. This is the next assumption we will see. Now if F1 can hold on to the static friction, that is going to be our answer. Otherwise we will convert this into kinetic and we will write the answer finally. So let's verify. This is the step 4. So since 1 kg and 2 kg friction is static, so these two will be moving together, so we can treat this as one single system. And now we know that friction has reached its maximum value for 24 Newton. We have applied 48, so definitely this friction is going to be 6 Newton here. So 48 minus 12 minus 6 is equal to A naught, and lower block acceleration A naught we are going to get 10 meter per second square. Similarly, for the top two blocks, if you see, they are moving because of friction. So F2 max is equal to 6 is equal to 3 into A. I am going to get A is equal to 2 meter per second square. Now this must be this acceleration. If you see and analyze the position of this 1 kg block, it is this F1 which is providing this acceleration of 2 to 1 kg block towards the right. So F1 is equal to mass into acceleration. This is going to come as 2 Newton. When it comes as 2 Newton and its maximum value is 3 Newton, we are going to accept this solution, and this is our final answer guys, where F1 is static, F2 is kinetic, So we know the value 12 Newton, 6 Newton, and just now we have calculated this F1 as 2 Newton. And similarly, their corresponding accelerations 1 kg and 2 kg are moving together with acceleration of 2 meter per second square respectively, whereas acceleration of lower block we have seen it comes as 10 meter per second square. In this assumption, everything is verified. This is going to be the final answer for this problem. I hope you have enjoyed this solution, and if that is the case, please leave a like, share this problem with others, and if you are a first timer and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe it. I'll be coming up very soon with another amazing problem. Thank you. Thanks for watching it.